Alright, hello everybody. My most humble apologies for not going live yesterday. I got some new hardware courtesy of a friend and was not able to get it properly set up, and I spent the vast majority of the day trying to get it going. So, yeah, just frustration overload and just could not compute anything at that point. So I don't know what day in particular, but there will be a late night stream later this week to cover Devil May Cry Monday as an apology for not doing one on Monday. That being said, we're going to try and stick to schedule here and continue with Resident Evil Tuesday. And so, yeah, we're going to do about an hour to an hour and a half Chris, hour to an hour and a half for Jill. Check out the email, Spike_Spiegel at spcglobal.net for stream ideas, suggestions. Looking into trying to find proper hardware to a graphics card or a capture card that I can link from PlayStation to a laptop that I got, so hopefully we can get that going, and so I can have a little bit more freedom with my editing and stuff and do it along that line. So if you have any suggestions of things I can look into for that, that would be helpful, because I really want to do something special with this. I want to be as creative with this as possible. So, yeah. Check out the YouTube channel, Strife Eclipse Gaming. All broadcasts that I do will be uploaded to there within 24 hours of streaming. So, both videos today will be up there before 3 o'clock tomorrow for sure. So, if you were not able to tune in to the live streaming, you'll be able to catch the replay there. That being said, also Facebook, I'm trying to be a little bit more active on that, keep people involved and stuff like that. It's Strife Eclipse Gaming at Facebook, and you can get in touch with me there. We have a message icon there, so this way you can actually get in touch with me personally if you want to talk about anything, games, movies, dirty jokes, things along that line, anime. If you want to get in touch with me about hardware, things I can use to improve my stream quality, graphics card, capture card, things along that line, I'm all for it. So, that being said, we'll quick recap of where we left off last week for Mr. Redfield. We had just made it through the last little area of the mansion for now. Encountered our first boss in the form of the Yawn. Got to see what happens if Chris gets poisoned, where we took control over Rebecca. Made it to the residence and did a little exploring of said residence. So, now that is all said and done with a quick recap of where we left off here, we're going to continue and see where we can get Chris progressed to. So, that being said, let's get started with our Resident Evil Tuesday. Fear can't kill you, but okay, so let's see, so we can put that back, and let's see, things you're gonna need: an inventory, control room key, unprinted book, handgun with ammo. Place everything else in the item box. Coding Chris's progress on a memory card is a very good idea. Things are about to get hairy in the basement. Nah, good old days of the memory card. Okay, so we are good for the most part. Got everything that we're going to need to progress. I'm actually watching my stream via my new laptop, so this way I can keep track of things a little bit easier. This way I have one view. One viewer all the time. It's pretty sad that I'm my own viewer, but you know, hey, you do what you gotta do, right? So... Alright, so give me a little candy here. Yeah, a little sweetness goes a long way. Hope everybody had a wonderful Easter, by the way. So the sad part is that, again, I love this music. It's very creepy, but it's very soothing. But here's a fun little aspect here. Some of the difference between Chris' playthrough and Jill's playthrough, I'm going to be apparently noticeable. There's going to be one difference, since I know what's coming, that happens here, that leaves a lot of questions. So, as we stated with the Jill puzzle, and, you know, this is pretty much the same. So, we are going to drop that there. Again, this does make me wonder how these boxes stay in place. Terrain! Yo, even. Okay. So, because I know what's happening, I'm just going to point out one thing here before I actually progress here. Notice the puzzle I just had to go through. Now, keep that in your mind when you see what happens here, because if anybody who turned into Jill's broadcast last week, you know essentially where I'm going to. But there's going to be a difference this time around. So, just keep that in mind a second here and process that one. And just remember game logic. It's actually kind of funny when you process this.
Richard! Chris! Chris, stop! No! Richard.
So I just find that super funny that we had to push boxes into a water to create a bridge, and yet somehow he was able to get over. So I just find that really kind of funny how, like, they're all supposed to be like equally matched, they have their strengths and skills, but swimming is a basic skill amongst them, and yet we have to build a bridge to go across, and yet he, who was bitten by a snake, injured, managed to get across no problem. Okay. so we open that up. It's another green herb combo. And you know what? We'll just save some space. We'll combine that, making that a full-on freaking heal. This door down here is, again, locked because of the water, so we're not going to be able to go out that way. So, map of the Aqua Ring, we'll go ahead and take that. So, there's nothing else in here, I believe, so we'll, green herb. Okay, so pressure shelter, oil pressure regulators, no need to adjust the pressure right now. Touching it, show such a box, I think fit on the wall, double green herb in the corner, air mist is being displayed. Something appears to have gone wrong while the water drained. There's a switch to drain the water. Press it.
Emergency, emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Filters lock. Release the safety. Pull that. So just like Jill, they're going to stop because the oil pressure lost.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Oil pressure number 1.
Reaching 50% of pressure
Release the
threshold.
safety. Watching it in real time on mine. Pull the lever.
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
And then drain the water. Water has been completely drained. Water has already been drained. So, I have space to do this, so I'm going to go back and double check this because we saved Richard. Well, we saved Richard from the snake. He didn't die from the venom. He was able to die there. Either way, he dies. How screwed up is that? Like, there's no outcome for him to survive. If we go back to about the area he was at, I believe. I don't remember if it's upstairs or down. So, okay, it looks like it's going to be downstairs. So, guard room. So, this is the same, I think. Yep. So that plant is a little extra active. So it looks like it's going to be near the first shark downstairs. So we got to go back downstairs. But again, just nice to get rid of that shark. Pop open my game juice. Now, I get to ignore that gate for now if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take those. I'll take those two. I wonder, like, if there were actually, if both of them were there, because I don't. No, it was acid rounds there for Jill. So, okay, so that kind of makes sense because Chris will not get the rocket, the grenade launcher. So, got to see a very kind of familiar weapon here that we have acquired on Jill's. This is how Chris gets the assault shotgun. If we had let Richard die by the snake venom, we would not have gotten the assault shotgun ever. No. I'm having fish tonight. Okay, so I am going to need some room, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that, make sure I'm in tip-top condition, even though it said fine. Because I need that. See you later, big boy. Jaws, you are, well, you're about the size of Jaws, but Jaws, you scare me not. Okay, so now we can go this way. And I think one of the other problems is that we're overflowing with inventory here. So I'm not going to be able to pick that up. So I am going to have to come back for that because Magnum ammo. You always come back for Magnum ammo. I think the only time you do not come back for Magnum ammo is if it is a suicide mission to get it. So we have to make a very long detour all the way back to the save room so I can drop one item at least. So I can go back all the way back and grab one item that I essentially do not need right now. We'll need it later. But I just kind of love the redundancy a little bit of it all, you know? Well, actually, residence key, there's no further use for this. So actually, I don't need to go all the way back to the save room. I can actually do that. Woo! Smarts, man, smarts. It's weird. I mean, it's kind of sad that I'm having to be one of my own viewers, because I'm actually watching my playthrough here. Just because myself, I actually want to see like how much of a delay there is between what I'm actually doing versus when it's actually seen by you guys, and it's roughly about a couple seconds, nothing too bad. But it's just sad because my two viewers are myself and Rain. And hello, Rain. A little bit. I got it turned down. That's the sad part. I've got the volume all the way down as far as I can get it without muting it. And it's still there. So we'll just do that. Now it's muted. Okay, so now we actually get to go back to the save room, because I think I'm going to drop off that Magnum ammo. Because I'm going to need to make room for a couple other things, so... Yeah, rough guess, there's anywhere from a 3... Like, I wanted to see for myself, so rough guess, there's probably about a 3 to 5 second delay between what my real-time play and then what you guys see. I can see the future! So I do believe my settings saved, so during this load screen I'm going to take care of something real quick, so... Oh god, okay, I can see. It's nice that the weather has actually improved over here. So, you know, we keep the windows open and all that stuff, but goddamn, the glare. Oh my god. Have I not picked up any Magnum ammo? This is my first bit of Magnum ammo pickup. This is my first bit of Magnum ammo pickup. Oh wow, okay. So I don't think I'm gonna need anything there for now. If anything, I might take that one just so I can unload those 2 shots. Because for the most part, I am not going to be using the shotgun anymore. The assault shotgun is far superior to the standard shotgun. Oh wow, I can see. I wish, like, you guys could see. You know, I realize my setup's not that great. You know, unfortunately, we're sharing a game room. I have to make do with what I've got and be respectful of everybody else. But my setup, man, if you could see, like, how bad it was for me, like, I guarantee anybody watching this would be just nuts. It was just ridiculous. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that. And we're gonna grab that. We're gonna do like we did last week with Jill. Keep moving, Chris, keep moving. Run. Again, mutated wasps, hornets, bees from a virus, and yet they're still susceptible to bug spray. I just find that kind of funny. I'm always going to find that funny. Okay, so we're going to take the residence key. And we'll take the red herb while we're here. Because I do know I have a single green herb in my inventory I can combine that with. Alright, so we're gonna... No further news for this key, so we're gonna go in here. Okay, yeah, that's an ink ribbon. Giant plants crushing walls, start making mouse around it, okay. Shelf is filled with books, one white book stands between them, go ahead and take that. Okay, there's that. And we're gonna use that. Then we get to do the arrange again. So we'll reorder the books. voila. Pull out the plug, man. See what's in here for good old Chris. Something in the bathtub. Ah, dagger for defensive purposes. Okay, I can get behind that. Okay, so... Yeah. Okay, so we're also going to get to see another difference between Chris and Jill's playthrough. So, but before we go in here, just because it's going to prevent me from going back, I need to do a little bit of organizing inventory-wise. Oh, wait, is that what I think it is down there? That is indeed what I think it is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and think 6, 5, 3. So I'm just trying to save myself a little bit of time right there, because now it's unlocked. So, hello to my third viewer. So we're gonna get that out of the way, because that's gonna come in it's gonna come into play real quick here. So we're just gonna go do some rearranging, grab a few things, because Jill can fight the plant, or you get the cutscene, depending on how you want to do it. There's no penalty for either way you do it. It's just a matter of preference. I believe Chris, regardless, has to do the fight, so we want to make sure he's adequately prepared. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Can I combine that? No. Okay, so that's 2 greens and a blue, so we cannot combine that. So we'll do that. Do I have another single green in here? I do. Okay, so I thought I might get the chance to use that, but apparently not. So, Hakan. Okay, so we want to. Gonna take that. Gonna take that. Gonna take those. And we'll take that. That should be good. So now the fun part. So just need to remember, only fire 2 shots and switch. This way I can utilize all the ammo I have in my inventory. Yay! It's actually nice. I can actually get around and not And I don't have to wear my sweater right now. It's actually pretty nice. Even though my hand, you can actually see my sweater hanging up in the back, but oh well, it is what it is. Alright, so now we get to enter here. Ow. Switch! Ow. Ow. Jeez, talk about a feisty plant. Ooh, hello. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of both, really. Ooh, that was close. Morb shoe. Poor Chris. He's been beaten, battered, and bruised. All this for a goddamn key.
Oh, you scared me. You okay?
Yeah, it's dead. But... Richard... he's... gone.
I'm sorry.
It's my fault. I should have watched out for him.
I found a pharmaceutical room. I think I can come up with something useful. I'll be there. I'm glad you're still okay.
Well, considering they're both big and ugly and all that other stuff, who's fucking who?
This room is equipped with all sorts of medical supplies.
Free heals.
Want me to treat your wounds?
I want you to treat a lot more than just my wounds. I'm sorry, that was horrible.
Yeah, would you?
Actually, he's sleeping on the couch right now.
Thanks.
Marbles and oats, doing the naughty. Nightmare fuel for 7 streams.
Be strong, Rebecca.
She looks high. Swear to God, she looks high in that one. Okay, so examine the key. Yeah, alright. Alright, so we now have the helmet key. So there's really nothing in here. In some cases, like, I don't remember, like, I believe in the original Resident Evil it didn't matter. Chris could mix the V-Jolt too. Didn't matter, like, if you went into that room without mixing the V-Jolt.
Wesker?
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Thought you were with her.
Yeah, I know. We got separated.
I see. Anyway, we better find a way out of here before we turn into zombie food. Got any suggestions, Wesker?
We should get a better grip on the situation. There must be areas still to be explored in that other mansion. Chris, I want you to check them out one more time. I'll continue my investigation here.
Sure thing.
Squish, 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 squish. Okay. So, part of me does want to go back to look to see what the condition of that plant was, but the roots. But I'm not going to do that just because of time. But like I forget how the circumstances are triggered. I think like in the original version, it was just a matter of, well, there was only one door I think in the original, so I'm not 100% sure. I want to say it was like in the remake, depending on which door you went through, prompted that Chris would get captured by the plant and you would have to take control of Rebecca and actually go and make the V-Jolt to weaken the roots, so this way it would drop Chris and he could actually fight it. Okay, so for the trek back to the main house, take the shotgun loaded with any remaining ammo. Chris is out of shells, equip the magnum, keep the helmet key handy to unlock new rooms, and make sure to refill the flask but stash it until later. Okay, so we're good. Let me make sure the flask is refilled. Yep. I want to hang on to the handgun for regular enemies, but we're going to be starting to encounter more enemies, so joy! Okay, so I am being paged for dinner, so probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause real quick, just so this way they stop blowing up my phone. I'm just going to run up and grab it real quick. So I will BRB, sorry to do this in middle stream, but I don't feel like dealing with my phone. So, BRB. Sorry about that, viewers. Okay. That's the one thing I really freaking love about this place. I love how it's like, you know, be careful, it's hot, but they want you to come get it when it's
This is Brad.
warm.
If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Chris to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad! Damn!
Okay, so hi-ho, hi-ho. The trek back to the mansion we go. Bye-bye, puppy. I'll be back for you later. Ow. Figures. I managed to get by that entire area without getting touched as Jill. But as Chris, I get snagged by a snake. Okay, so just wanted to make sure I wasn't poisoned by a snake. Oh god, I'm dick all over again. But unfortunately, Chris doesn't get the same kind of love that Jill gets, I think. Oh no, he does. Okay. Use this to protect yourself from the monster and chains that can't be hurt by guns. I also fixed the doorknob to make sure you can get away. Wesker. Of course, we'll take some shotgun shells. Take that. Now that I have easier access, I will take at least one of these. We'll need that. Because he gets it too. Okay, so I know that there's got to be one here as well. Dude, seriously. At least the good news with those tanks is they don't come back as crimsons. Okay, so keep the shotgun here. Chris's enemies also hand home a key flash. Might make things more interesting, but it's completely optional. So we're going to drop that, and then I'm gonna do just like I did with Jill. I'm gonna run back and grab that first aid spray. Actually, I think with Jill's I had to use that first aid spray, so. Ooh, still hot. Okay, we're gonna let that sit and cool just a little bit longer. Doorknob has been repaired. Sweet. You can never have enough healing items in a Resident Evil game. Anything you have to make sure you last longer to try and get out, the better. Oh. So thankfully we do not have to go super far. So, you know, backtracking isn't too horrible. So back to the storage room, chop a few things off just to open up some space. I know, just part of me knows I'm going to regret this. But I'm going to try and do this. Since Chris doesn't have a lot of room in comparison to Jill, so I'm gonna make sure I have that. Okay. Alright. Now that that's done. So this room should look familiar for anybody who tuned in last week. And now that I actually at least know the puzzle, I might be able to do it a little bit faster. Voila. So another flash of sound grenade for Chris. There's a hole at your feet. You can't see very far too. Do you want to go down? Yes, we're going to climb down. Go ahead and open that up. So, yep, this is the same as what we read on Jill's. That's gotta make Rain happy. Yes, I will take some more shotgun shells. Inside cardboard box lies the discarded shell of a molting spider. And just so I don't miss it this time around, we will take the map. Oh. Couldn't help myself. Okay. I'm feeling a little cheated on that one. I got one headshot. One? Just one? I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little ripped off on that. Alright, so since I have the space to take these, I will do so. And we'll combine... What do you mean I can't combine them? Okay, yeah, now I remember. Because in the original Resident Evil... Oh wait, I got two in here. Come on. Bye-bye. I had a fourth, and now I lost one. Whoa! You jerk! Oh! Oh, did you see his head? The way it splattered and shattered all over the place? Oh, that was beautiful. Okay. Before you reach the west exit, stop and search the hall closet, collect handy items, the battery, and the flash grenade. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I need both of these items. So we're gonna go. I'm sorry, I'm working on it. Okay. Yeah, the day my cat died, I shaved and cleaned up a little. Yeah, so am I. I do miss him. I don't hear his meow as much, so it's kind of rough. Okay, so I know I have them around, so I'm gonna have to be very careful. Alright, so we're gonna drop just a couple of items so I can go back and get those. So, I'm not gonna need that. Well, since I can't get my game capture to work, what I'll do is once I'm done streaming for the day, I will work on linking my Twitch with Discord, so this way the notification goes out, okay? At least do that. And I'm gonna, since I can't get that Roxy to freaking, like, work at all, like, and I still have, I call tech support, and I still can't get them to freaking call me back, or anything of the sort, so, I'm probably, since I finally got all my legal stuff handled, other than, you know, IRS, which I'm working on, I am going to look into, I'm going to do my own research on what is good for PS4 to PC streaming. Yeah, I'm just going to look into other products as a backup. If I can find a way to make it work, no need to waste the money, but until then, I'm going to look for other sources so this way so I can do this. I mean, I got the gaming laptop, so I could. I would really hate for it to go to waste because it's just kind of dumb. I needed a new laptop. I don't want to take it back, so. My roommate's asleep. His alarm is the Song of Time from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and he is not budging. Part of me wants to sit and throw something at him. I'm not gonna lie. I want to just chuck something at him and be like, "Hey, dude!" If I had any gummy bears, I would. Okay, divert momentarily infirmary at the bottom of the stairs. Dump everything except for a loaded shotgun, plenty of shells, and the helmet key. Okay. That is getting annoying even for me. You want to get your alarm, dude? Yeah, he was out of it. And back to sleep he will go. Okay, so I think we're coming up on one part that's probably going to be right about the end of the stream. So, concerts for dodging incredibly mean fast enemies in Cupid's corridor, and dive through the northeast door. Travel back through the third floor hallway guarded by the suits of armor. Use the armor key. Armor key. Wait, where the hell is this guy? Yeah, so I'm not even gonna deal with that right now. So yeah, alright. So either I'm gonna have hunters in here or I'm gonna have crimsons, one or the other. I don't know yet. We'll find out. Okay, so I think this is where I want to head. Map. Gotta get to the third floor to actually see the map. Okay. Yay, helmet key. Okay. So, okay. Alright, let's get a look at the map here. It's back! Ow! We're just gonna kind of cheat a little bit here. Bad snake. I will say I do appreciate the animation that because it's still there, I can't walk like through it or over it like most games would do back in the day. Like, it's dead, you can walk through it now. of south, wolf of north. Oh, that went a lot easier than I thought it was going to. As you return to the west staircase of the final yellow encounter, use the hammer key to unlock the door. Ah, okay. Knob is broken, doesn't look like it will open. Okay. Huh. Okay, so can't go out that way. Snakes, man. Fucking snakes. Huh. Looks like that's where he came in at, because I was covered in dust before. Okay, so now it looks like we get to go back. To that one room that I was like, oh hell no, I'm not dealing with this shit yet. As you return to where safe, use the helmet key to unlock the door. Directly above the brewery, press the wall switch near the entrance. In the darkness, Jim twinkles in the eye sockets of the stiff animal heads. Camera disguises a stuffed eagle, watches Chris wherever he goes. If the camera falls in line with the stuffed head, it's locked on you, preventing removal of the gem. However, there is a blind spot directly beneath the camera. Falling. Okay. Of course we'll take some shoddy shells. And we'll take a dagger. Okay, so mail to the Chief of Security. Chief of Security, July 22nd, 1998, 2:13. So, day of. Next day is drawing upon, no, 2 days before. Execute the following procedures within 1 week. Prompt actions are demanded. 1. Lure stars to the estate and obtain BOW's raw combat data against stars. 2. Collect 2 embryos of each mutated specimen as samples, excluding the tyrant. Dispose of the tyrant. 3. Ensure complete disposal of the Arkley laboratory, including all personnel and test animals. Disguise the death as an accident. When the above procedures are executed, report to headquarters for further instructions. If for some reason you are unable to execute the procedure by the deadline, report immediately. In case of emergency situations, report directly to the extension number 5691. Good luck. Umbrella Headquarters, Umbrella Inc. So there is a trick to this, so... But I am going to need 2 spaces, so I'm probably going to have to, like, waste that green herb, so... Okay, so... We'll go ahead and get that set up. We'll get that set up. Okay. Yes, I will take out the yellow gemstone. And I will take out the red one too. Voila. Return to the time. Okay. Where was the tiger room? So those eyes go to the tiger, so I gotta remember where the frickin' tiger room was. Oh, you... Sit, boo-boo! Okay, okay, yeah, tiger room was through this door. No, not that one. Well, it's Kiara and Mike. I don't know who else is in here. Bye-bye. Ah! Alright. Oh, come on! Two knives to the head, really? That's all it's gonna take to put you down, 2 knives? Oh, you weak bitch. Okay. Apparently I'm not supposed to put the red jewel in, but okay. Whatever. Hi, hi, Beebs. Okay. So now that we're done with that, now we get to go unlock what I believe is the last door that the helmet key gets used on, so that'll open up a little space. And we're off to new areas, right? Which I believe is this room here. There's no further use for this key. Discard. Yes. There's something handwritten. It's not dated. Nothing's changed. I never thought that this room I designed as an experiment would pay off like this. I can hide here safely for a while because nobody knows about the secret behind the painting, not even Sir Spencer. Painting of a mansion in the back of the art room. Okay, so we got some ink ribbons. Don't necessarily need those. I got enough to save if I want. Okay. Boost! Okay, you're down for now. Oh, sure, we'll take that. Might as well take that. We'll plug that. Use that, so this way we can take the jewelry box. Yeah, robbing the dead. I'm so bad. Ah, clever, clever. Hmm. Okay. Don't you tell me it's wrong. Alright, let's try this now. Brooch inside. Ah, changed into a key. So we have the emblem key. So I think that gets used on the door that had the family symbol on it. So we're done in here. I don't mean to rob the dead. I really don't. It's just so fun, though. Okay, so I was right confirming over the walkthrough, just to make sure I speed this up, because we're coming up on the hour and a half mark. So I need to get back... The room that had the family crest on it. So... Where were you? I think the fastest way... Fastest way, I think, for sake of time, would be to cut through here. And probably a little less on the dangerous side. Shepherd's pie. Yes, let's discard the key. Okay. So...
Rebecca! Is she upstairs?
I want to get the best ending, so I gotta do this. Technically, it says I should have enough time to check the room, but I'm not gonna test it since I'm not sure where 100% of everything is at. Bye-bye, bitch.
Rebecca,
Chris!
you okay?
I didn't mean to get you worried.
We can't stay here any longer. We have to get to the others and find a way out of here. You with me?
Yes.
Then I'll go ahead. Until then, Rebecca, you're on your own.
And look what...
Stay cool and use your better judgment. Got it?
I can handle myself.
Good luck.
Okay. I'm going to point out numerous things wrong with that one. First off, she encountered these hunters before in Resident Evil 0, and now she's screaming like a little girl. No pun intended on that one. I know that's very rude of me to make that comparison. 2, she has a gun. And 3, you saw what happened leaving her on her own. Why would you sit there and say, yeah, you're on your own? Just my thoughts. So many things wrong with that. I really just no. Alright, so I think I can drop these for now. I don't know if I'm going to need the Mo disc, but at the very least I want to give myself back the handgun because I'm running low on shoddy shells. So I'll resort to these for now, while I go through and at least finish up this last room before I call it. I want the metal objects. Collection of scientific books, almost none of them are biology related. Yes, I'll take the flash grenade. Further searching in this room could yield another user item after a quick sweep. Rush upstairs. Huh. There we go. Alright. So, I think I know. Yes. Okay, so this is gonna be where I wrap up Chris's playthrough. I'm gonna eat, and then we'll jump into Jill's playthrough. So, I'll at least get things prepped for our next outing, because we are on our way to the last little area of Chris's playthrough, which we could potentially get to in Jill's playthrough. Like you'll get a chance to see. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. I might do an extended play next week. So, okay. During this final trip to the storage room under the west staircase, drop off all items except the battery, square crank, and the shotgun. It's been rather handy lately, hasn't it? Okay, it doesn't say to take any shells. But I guess. Okay, so yeah, I'll probably get that loaded. Crank. And what else? Oh, the battery. Battery, square crank, and the shotgun. Okay. So by this standard, we have everything we are going to need to progress further in Chris's playthrough next week. So alright, so we'll go ahead and save. Okay, so here in probably about 20 minutes or so, we're going to jump into Jill's playthrough of Resident Evil, see where we can get her progressed. And maybe next week I will start earlier, since I actually got all my bills and stuff taken care of for a change. I will do extended plays to try and finish out Resident Evil, because I'm not too far off from the end on Chris. I will probably be closer than Chris with Jill, but yeah. So anyway, Spike_Spiegel at spcglobal.net for any stream suggestions, ideas, things you wouldn't mind seeing me stream. You know the routine, just type stream on the subject line, idea, whatever. This way I know not to delete it and that it's not spam. Also, if anybody knows out there for suggestions for game capture cards that I can use for PS4 to link to PC so I can get that working, you know, I'm sure everybody out there's got more knowledge on it than I, so I'll gladly take any info you can pass on that. Check me out on YouTube at Strife Eclipse Gaming. All broadcasts will be uploaded to YouTube within 24 hours of play. So as I said at the start of the video, both Jill and Chris's playthrough will be uploaded to YouTube before 3 o'clock tomorrow. So if you weren't able to join me for the live broadcast or all of it and wanted to see what you missed, you can always go check them out there. And the Facebook page, I've been doing better at posting on there to keep everybody involved and up to date. We have a message icon, so if you have any ideas for streams and stuff, you can go that way too. And If you want to chat with me about the game capture stuff, you can find that there. And if you just want to chat in general, you can hit me up there. So that being said, thank you for everybody who turned in. I got up to 7 viewers today. Woo! So we will see you guys here in about 20 minutes. So stay safe, have an amazing day, have a fun day, and if you're gaming, remember to game hard or go home, and we'll see you guys in about 20 minutes.